right, welcome everyone. My name is Joseph Sobieski, and this is my personal profile video for SED 46D. A little bit about myself. I was in the Army for about 6 years. After the Army, I graduated from UNC Pembroke, got my degree in social studies education. I also went to Arizona State online, earned my master's degree in history. I've been teaching at Hope County High School for about 6 years now. I primarily teach AP Psychology and Standard Psych, but of course fill a hole wherever they need for a class. Let's see what else. I'm also a part-time professor at Sandhills Community College. I teach American history there. And I'm also part of the Sandhills Consortium for Curriculum Development for Social Studies. So I'm looking at civics literacy, revamping it, realigning standards. Coached a few different sports at the high school: men's soccer, women's volleyball, and now just focusing on the classroom. All right, happy to be here. So 5 words that describe what differentiation means to me. I'm going to put these first 3 together. We're looking at personalized content that's challenging. So that means that the assignments that we're giving the student are directly for that student. We're meeting them where they're at, and it's challenging them to perform at a higher level. And the last 2 words I have are unique and flexibility. That means don't get caught in a rut for what you're doing. Have that freedom of flexibility to craft assignments to meet the kids where they are, to meet their needs. Next, we have 2 websites related to differentiating instruction. The first is albert.io. I absolutely love this website. I use this a lot for AP Psychology. The reason why I like it is because it has content for each subject, but it's organized into 3 different levels. You have easy, medium, and difficult, to really challenge the kids for differentiation. It works very good. It's also got great data for tracking and monitoring progress. Next is Quizlet.com. I like this because you can upload personalized content to meet the students at their level. It's also great for reviewing vocabulary and building that base for Bloom's taxonomy. Now we're looking at 3 examples of differentiated instruction related to AIG students. I believe that you need to be adjusting the content to meet the needs of the learner. Not everybody is starting at the same baseline, so it's so important to give them challenging content. We also have to have flexibility for the types of assignments. That means don't be rigid. Allow them different ways to demonstrate mastery based on their interest, such as giving an oral report versus a project. And number 3, allow that freedom for independent study. 2 examples of changes that I've made in teaching AIG students since the beginning of the program is, number 1, focus on social emotional learning. Especially with the COVID pandemic going on, kids face a lot of unique challenges at home. Social emotional learning, it comes first. You have to make sure that kid is there willing to learn, right? That goes from like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, building that base of safety and security before we go on to do more complex things. And that also flows into number 2. I love this quote. It was with our former principal, Dr. Baldwin. He always stressed it: relationships matter. Form those positive relationships with your students, get to know them, and they'll amaze you at how much work they're willing to put in and how good the class can be. And the last slide we have here is my favorite concept learned since the beginning of teaching the AIG add-on program is think outside the box. Be flexible. Be willing to change that content. I think as teachers sometimes we can get a little too comfortable with how we teach, the routines we get into. So being willing to shake it up, think outside the box is very important for differentiating instruction. All right, that's my presentation. Looking forward to working with everybody. Have a good day.